Your dealership doesn't make money selling you a car. They make it fixing it. 70 cents of every dollar you spend on labor goes straight to their bottom line. That's why a BMW dealer pulls in over $4 million a year on repairs, while a Toyota dealer with the same customers makes $660,000. These are 9 SUVs that keep your money out of the service department. Repairs, insurance, resale, and which model years to buy or skip. Plus 2 SUVs that'll bleed you dry. One of them has a $277 million lawsuit you need to hear about. Let's go. At number 9, a perfect score nobody talks about. The Honda HR-V pulls a perfect 5 out of 5 on Repair Pal. Number 1 among all subcompact SUVs. And the repair costs? $301 a year, lowest on this entire list. The average for SUVs this size is $466, so that's $165 back every year. About 3 oil changes, just for picking the right car. Here's what makes it work. No turbo, no complicated anything. It runs a simple engine with a timing chain instead of a belt, so none of the problems that show up in turbocharged competitors. And it shows. Owners average 0.1 shop visits per year, that's once a decade. The chance of a severe repair? 5%. The industry sits at 12. The HR-V almost never sees a mechanic. And every visit that doesn't happen is money the dealer doesn't make. Insurance runs $1,936 thanks to top crash test scores. It holds about 63% of its value after 5 years. Smaller than a CR-V? Sure. But if you don't need the space, this is Honda reliability in its cheapest package. $25 a month in repairs. Less than your gym membership. Go 2020 to 2022 or 2024 and newer. Skip the 2016 and 2017. Next up, now the cheapest SUV to insure in the country. Number 8, the Subaru Forester. And I know what you're thinking. Subaru on a reliability list? Consumer Reports ranked Subaru the most reliable brand in America for 2025. And 96% of Foresters sold in the last 10 years are still on the road. 4 out of 100 didn't make it. Everything else did. Every Forester comes with all-wheel drive standard. Most compact SUVs charge you extra for that. Subaru just builds it in. Insurify ranked the Forester Hybrid the cheapest SUV to insure in America. $1,584 a year. Over $700 less than average. You're saving on insurance before you even think about repairs. Now, the CVT. That's the type of transmission Subaru uses, and it had a bad reputation for years. Real problems in 2014 and 2015. Failures running $3 to $7 grand. Subaru quietly extended the warranty to 10 years. You don't do that unless you know you messed up. But 2019 or newer. Change the fluid every 30,000 miles and you're good past 200,000. Repair Pal gives it 3.5 out of 5 and $632 a year. Not the cheapest here. But standard all-wheel drive, lowest insurance in America, and 96% still running? Hard to argue. Go 2019 or newer. The next one has a million-mile story. Literally. Number 7. The Honda CR-V. A 2007 CR-V named Lorraine logged 1 million miles. The owners drove 228 miles a day selling cardboard boxes across Tennessee. Monthly oil changes. Original engine. 1 million miles. Repair Pal gives it 4.5 out of 5, second among 26 compact SUVs. $407 a year versus $521 for the segment average. And 17.5% reach 250,000 miles, putting it in the top 25 longest-lasting vehicles in America. Not just SUVs. Everything. Insurance is $1,932. Cheapest on the list outside subcompacts. After 5 years, you're still holding 65% of the value. Try finding a used one cheap. Good luck. Now, here's the insider tip. The 2015 and 2016 used the old 2.4-liter engine with a 5-speed automatic. Simple, bulletproof, and mechanics swear by it. The 2017 switched to a 1.5 turbo with a CVT. Good engine, but the first 2 years had fuel leaking into the oil in cold weather. Honda fixed it by 2020. Want the simple setup? Go 2015 or 2016. Want the latest tech? 2020 or newer. Either way, it might outlive you. What if the best-selling non-truck in America actually backs up the hype? Number 6. The Toyota RAV4. J.D. Power named it the most reliable compact SUV for 2025. 475,000 sold last year. More than anything on the road that isn't a truck. They did the math. A $429 a year in maintenance, about $100 less than average. Shop visits, 0.3 per year. And the chance of a severe repair is only 10%. The RAV4 keeps 69.7% of its value after 5 years. On a $36,000 RAV4, you're keeping roughly $25,000 when you sell. That's $180 a month in value you're not losing. Most people pay more than that on their car payment. The hybrid does over 40 miles per gallon with all-wheel drive standard, and Toyota covers the battery for 10 years and 150,000 miles. Worried about hybrid batteries? Not on a Toyota. Everything runs on timing chains. The same engine as the Camry, Highlander, and Lexus NX. Millions on the road. Boring choice. Smart money. Go 2020 to 2024 or 2015 to 2018. Skip the 2019. First-year redesign with transmission complaints you don't want. Now for the SUV that quietly ranked number 1 in its class while nobody watched. Number 5. The Mazda CX-5. RepairPal ranked every midsize SUV in America. CX-5 came first. Out of 26. Not the RAV4, not the CRV, the Mazda. $447 a year in repairs. Only 8% of owners deal with anything major. I've talked to mechanics who daily drive these. When the people who fix cars for a living pick one, pay attention. $29,000. You'd expect a cabin that feels like a rental. Sit inside one. Soft touch materials, quiet ride, an interior that belongs in something twice the price. Under the hood, a simple 2.5-liter engine with a timing chain, no turbo. And instead of a CVT, a regular 6-speed automatic that shifts smooth and lasts. The opposite of everything that breaks on modern SUVs. The trade-off? Less cargo room than a RAV4 or CRV. A resale holds around 60% after 5 years. Insurance at $2,073. But here's the part nobody believes. The CX-5 has 0 big mechanical problems across any model year. Even its worst years are minor electrical stuff. Never an engine or transmission failure. For a $29,000 SUV, that's unheard of. Any 2017 to 2025. All of them. If this is saving you money, hit subscribe. We're in the top 4 now, and every SUV from here has numbers that don't look real. Plus 2 SUVs to avoid at the end. Number 4 gives you luxury without the German repair bills. A BMW X3 costs $1,034 a year to maintain. The Acura RDX, $497. That's $537 you keep every single year just by choosing the Acura. Over 5 years, that's more than $2,600 back in your pocket on maintenance alone. That's a vacation every 5 years, for free. And remember, that $1,034 is exactly why BMW dealers pull in $4 million a year in service. The Acura doesn't feed that machine, and it gets better. Consumer Reports gave the 2024 model a perfect 5 out of 5. Only 6% of owners face anything severe. You saw what Honda does with the HR-V and CR-V. Same DNA, just wrapped in leather. The 2013 to 2018 RDX shares its V6 with the Honda Pilot and Odyssey. 2019 and newer runs a 2.0 turbo with a 10-speed automatic, not a CVT. That matters. Here's the play. A used 2016 to 2018 goes for $15,000 to $20,000. Luxury features at Civic Money. A new X3 starts at $48,000. One warning. Skip the 2019. First year of the redesign, and it had engine stalling at highway speed plus 3 fuel pump recalls. 2020 fixed everything. Go 2016 to 2018 for the V6 or 2020, and newer for the turbo. Luxury that doesn't punish you for owning it. Next up, a 3-row with a stat that made me check twice. Number 3, The Toyota Highlander Hybrid has a 31% chance of reaching 250,000 miles, third highest of any vehicle in America. Not just SUVs, every car, truck, and van on the road. 6 times the industry average. Sit with that number. $489 a year in maintenance. Shop visits, 0.3 per year. Remember the Forester's 96% survival rate? Here's the Highlander version. 7% of original owners keep theirs for 15 years or more. Double the industry average. People don't trade these in, they just keep driving. And that means the dealer loses 3 ways. No service visits, no trade-in, and no new sale. The hybrid system has been in Highlanders since 2005. That's 20 years of refinement. And the transmission here isn't a regular CVT. No belts. And no pulleys, nothing that wears out the same way. Toyota covers the battery for 10 years and 150,000 miles. It seats 3 rows, tows 5,000 pounds, and holds 58% of its value after 5 years. Insurance runs $2,181. Go 2017 to 2019 or 2021 to 2024. Skip 2020. First year redesign. And stay away from 2008. 13 recalls. The next one won a reliability award 10 years in a row, and almost nobody knows it exists. Number 2, the Lexus GX. That's a mistake most people are making. J.D. Power gave it the best luxury midsize SUV award 10 years in a row. Lexus scored 140 problems per 100 vehicles versus an industry average of 202. Most reliable brand in America 3 years straight. Under the leather is a truck. Same bones as the 4Runner and Land Cruiser. The GX460 runs a 4.6-liter V8 with a timing chain and a 6-speed automatic. Nothing fancy. Nothing to break. And the mileage numbers back it up. 18.3% reach 250,000 miles. That's 4 times the average vehicle and 8th highest of anything on the road. Maintenance runs $770 a year, highest on this list. But a BMW averages $968 and a Mercedes averages $908. Only 9% of GX repairs are severe. So why is it cheaper than the 4Runner? Nobody shops here. The 4Runner keeps 70% of its value. The GX keeps 59%. It's the same truck with more comfort and a lower price. Go 2017 to 2022. Avoid the 2025 GX-550. Engine recall you don't want. One SUV beats all of these. You've seen what Toyota does across this list. This is the one they're famous for. The Toyota 4Runner. The SUV people refuse to get rid of. I see cars analyze 174 million vehicles. The 4Runner has a 32.9% chance of reaching 250,000 miles. Nearly 7 times the industry average. Documented examples at 350,000, at 430,000, at 511,000 miles on the original engine and transmission. Picture 10 4Runners and 10 average SUVs. 3 4Runners hit 250,000 miles. Maybe one of the others does. Maintenance runs $514 a year, not the cheapest here. But you make it back when you sell. The 4Runner keeps 69.9% of its value after 5 years. Number 1 among all midsize SUVs. Some sell for more than what people paid new. The last version ran from 2010 to 2024. 15 years without a redesign. Toyota didn't mess with what was already working. A 4.0-liter V6 with a timing chain and a 5-speed automatic. No turbo, no fuel-saving tricks that break at 80,000 miles. Dead simple. And that's the whole point. Sure, the tech felt dated. The gas mileage was never great. But this was never about that. Then it was about a vehicle that starts every morning and keeps running when everything else on this list has already been recycled twice. 15 years of empty service bays. That's why dealers hate selling it. Now, 2 SUVs that dealers love, because they never stop coming back to the shop. The Nissan Pathfinder. From 2013 to 2021, Nissan used a CVT that fails between 60,000 and 100,000 miles. Replacement runs $3,500 to $5,000. A $277 million settlement covered the 2015 to 2018 models. When the company building your SUV just posted a $5 billion loss, your transmission isn't the priority. The Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe. Consumer Reports gave it 1 out of 5, over 320,000 recalled for battery fires. Jeep's official advice? Park outside and stop charging. You're paying $65,000 for a plug-in hybrid you can't plug in. That's not an SUV. That's a liability in your driveway. That's it. 9 SUVs that protect your wallet. 2 that'll drain it. If you want to buy these used for under $25,000, I already did the math on that. Right here.